got a few service calls to do today. This first one we're at here, we are upgrading them from the Ubiquiti antenna that was delivering service to the house to our new Tarana G1 platform, and that involves changing out the service antenna to the new hardware and repositioning it to connect to one of our main towers. So we're just swapping the antenna and power supply, and that's going to be able to give them access to plans up to almost 300 megabits a second. So we removed this Wave AP, so this is a Ubiquiti antenna. We got that pulled out. We're swapping it from this to the new Tarana RN. So this is our new G1 platform. We're pulling the Wave off of this house because we're moving them to a different tower that is a little less loaded up, gives us more capacity. These are both great solutions, but the Tarana gives us a little more flexibility for range and the plans we can deliver. So that's the one we're switching it to. So you might ask why we're here changing out the hardware at this customer's site when they had a perfectly working internet connection that was fast prior. Being able to move to the Tarana ecosystem, it's allowed us to be able to centralize our customers to our major hubs a lot easier. The distances we can shoot with the customer antennas is a lot further. So instead of having sporadic towers in areas, we're able to consolidate those customers into one location, and that allows us better management. We can feed it with more capacity, and it's easier on a power front too. It's just one site to manage as opposed to multiple. So that's partly why we're moving as many customers as we can over to Tarana, because it just, as a whole operating ecosystem, makes things a lot easier. So changing these antennas out is a really quick process. Essentially, it's 2 band clamps. You put on the post, tighten them down, and then plug the Ethernet cable in and just do up the cable gland, and you're good to go. So it takes 15 minutes or so to upgrade a customer. Yeah, when we install a new antenna, it's really important to make sure that your tilt axis and your horizontal axis are straight, because that aligns with the transmitter on the tower side. So you mount it, level it, make sure it's perfectly level, and then make sure that the left and right straight as well. And once that's locked down, then you connect power to it, and that'll align the chain so that you get a proper signal. Once we connect the antenna to power, it goes through a searching process. So it boots up, it starts searching for a tower. It usually takes about 5 minutes for it to find the tower, recognize it, and then authenticate with the network. So it's a pretty quick process once it's plugged in. And the same thing happens anytime you reboot the antenna. And there isn't really much to it. It automatically authenticates with the network. This customer in particular, the tower they were connected to was about 2.5 kilometers away. And that's nice. We'd like to keep our shots to towers as short as possible, but when we're switching them to Tarana, we're able to extend that out a lot further. So we switched them over to a tower that's now 14 kilometers away. That's one of our more central hubs at our data center, and still maintain the same amount of reliability and the same amount of capacity. So the customer isn't losing anything, and it's just improving our serviceability from the business standpoint.